Okay everybody, this is Mooney Dashcam, and today we're going to be talking about the unfortunate series of events that happened to the Zotolla family. The father of the Zotolla family, Sylvester Zotolla, who was 71 at the time, was involved with the Bonanno crime family under Vinny Gorgeous. His real name is Vinny Basciano, and he's serving life in prison right now for murder. So right now we're in Locust Point in the Bronx. We're going to be going to one of the sites of an attempted hit on someone of the Zotolla family. So they had a rough year, 2017 and 2018. The father, November 26, 2017, a dark van cut him off and pointed a gun at him, and he was able to skirt away in his car and get away without getting injured. Then a month later, 3 masked men with a gun sneak into his house, attack him, cut his throat and stab him in the chest, and steal money from him and leave. Now they don't know what's going on at this point. They assume, I guess, it's mob related. They're not really sure. You know, if you're in the mob, you have a lot of enemies. It's kind of always how it goes. So they're just getting these attempts on their life. They don't understand why. And then 2 separate times, guns were pulled on him near his house, and one time he actually took out his gun and shot back, and he got charged with possession of a weapon and had to actually serve some jail time for it, I believe. But fast forward a little bit, that's in 2017. July 11th, 2018, 6:30 a.m. on this block right here, 2 men drive up in a dark, like a Nissan Maxima, red, and they come to the end of the block. They make a U-turn, and they pull up. I'll add all the footage of this, by the way. And they pull up to this house on the left right here. This first big tan house, there's a big Z on the top for Zotolla. This was Salvatore Zotolla, the oldest son's house. Now, I'll show you the footage. You'll see that exactly right there was where he was shot, and they tried to kill him. Apparently their family owns this house, and then the one behind, but he rolled around and avoided getting killed. It was actually pretty amazing. You'll see in the video. Let's actually go down this block here to see the other house. You'll see in the video, this marina right here catches the car turning around. But yeah, apparently they own these 3 houses here, the family. They're 3 beautiful houses, but they're split up into apartments, it looks like. And then this house here, oddly enough, has a fake address on it. It says 2 Jukebox Lane. This is a Longstreet Avenue, I believe. So I don't know why that is. And then their house says, you see that plaque up there? That says Zotolla Court. Our walls are built thick. Our love for each other is thicker. And then there's another plaque on the other side that says something else similar. Like the foundation is built like with the strength of our family, something along those lines. So yeah, right here, the guy was gunned down, well, attempted to be gunned down. He was brought to a hospital and he survived. He got a shot in the chest, shot in the hand, and a bullet grazed his head. When you see this video, it is amazing that he did not get shot worse or killed. There were 4 shell casings on the ground. I'll add a picture of the crime scene. So I guess only 4 shots went, but if you watch the video, you'll see the guy slide cocked back fully, which would mean that he emptied his clip or his gun jammed. But I don't see why there'd be 4 bolts in the clip. Not exactly sure. And then the neighbors, one of the neighbors said he's a great guy. He always has the whole neighborhood once a week over his house. It's kind of like an open door policy. You come in and hang out, have dinner, that whole thing. Like a nice family dude. And then a lady on the block said, it's not a surprise. Look what he does for a living. Because they're involved because their father. He's involved because of his father. And then the lady says, I can't say anymore. It's not worth my life. It's not worth my daughter's life. Like if she explained what she was talking about, she'd get killed. Alright, now I'm going to speed this up and we are going to end up at the site where Sylvester Zotolla, also known as Sally Daz, got killed. It ended up happening. I'll speed this up. We'll continue when we're closer. Oh, I forgot to mention the address of that house. 3184 Tierney Place, Locust Point in the Bronx. Kind of a nice little area under the Throgs Neck Bridge on the water in the Bronx. How I'm not supposed to make it right on red in the city. graffiti right there. Alright, so we are a minute or two away from the McDonald's where this all went down. It was October 4th, 2018, before 5 p.m. Sylvester Zotolla pulls up to this McDonald's to get coffee, and he gets boxed in by a couple cars, and a dude hops out and shoots 5 times through the passenger window and hits him 5 times. 3 shots to the shoulder, 1 to the chest, and 1 in the head. He was dead instantly, right on the spot. Now, after this murder happened, people were wondering. The first suspicion was it was the Albanians. Apparently, a group of Albanians wanted his gambling business. He had a bunch of Joker poker machines, which is a common mafia involved situation. And so he ran a bunch of Joker poker machines, and there were a group of Albanians that wanted a part of it, and it was thought that they were the ones causing all the trouble for these guys. But little did they know, it was the son of Sylvester Zotolla and the brother of Salvatore Zotolla, the youngest, Anthony Zotolla, that ordered the hits on his father and brother. He paid members of the Bloods gang, to kill his brother and father because he wanted parts of the business. He said they were making doing business hell for him. So he decided to kill them. He pays a guy named Bushawn Shelton, nicknamed Shells. He contacts this guy and says, "Can you get this done for me?" This guy contacts all his Bloods gang member friends. I will rattle off a list of their names in a second here. Well, you know what? Let's go around and we will go the exact route where he was shot. Let's see exactly where he was shot. I'm definitely gonna creep some people out by filming them, but hey, I gotta get a good video, right? So right around this bend where you pick up the order is where he was shot. So I'm gonna go walk around and get an exact recording of where he was. And I'm gonna show you all the crime scene photos, of course. Okay, so a little bit behind that Subaru, that curb right there, he actually drove up on the curb after he got shot. That's the spot. Now after... Now after all these murders and, well, attempted murders that went on for like the month before this, the year before this, sorry, the son and Shells would communicate back and forth in like code, and they would talk about it like they were filming a movie. Like, oh, how'd the scene go today? Not too good. The actors stormed off set. Maybe we could reshoot tomorrow. Very weird code. Right after this murder happened, Shells texted the youngest Zotolla, Anthony, and said, was he said done, and then he said party today or tomorrow. This is the area. Not an area you'd imagine like a mob hit go down in. I guess not a lot of areas you'd imagine that. But yeah, this is exactly where it happened. Pretty much right behind that Subaru in this drive-thru. Nowhere to go. He was boxed in and he got shot. Guy ran up. There are pictures from right here where the NYPD tow truck is towing away the car. And upon further inspection of the car after the murder, there was a GPS tracking device on it. So I don't know if the son or one of the gang members put the tracking device on the Acura, but there was a tracking device on it. Here we are, back to the truck. It's cold out today. It's about 40 degrees out. Okay, I'm going to list off all the people, all the blood gang members that were involved in this and eventually charged. I don't know exactly what they were charged with, but I can tell you all their names and nicknames. Okay. Brandon Peterson, nicknamed Murby. Jason Cummings, called Stacks or the Hat. Alfred Lopez, nicknamed Aloe. Julian Snipe, his nickname was Busy, with 3 Z's. Herman Blanco, his nickname was Taliban. Arthur Kodner, his nickname was Fetty or Scary. Khalik McFarland, nickname was .com. Then Bashawn Shelton, we went over him, Shells. And Hyman Ross, nickname was Ace or A Boogie. So yeah, after this, Shells texts Anthony Zotolla and says, "We still good for that case of water?" And Zotolla's like, "Yeah, no problem, I'll get you the case of water." And there was a picture recovered from Shell's phone that was a case of water in a cardboard box and $200,000 in cash. So that was the payment for getting this done. Which $200,000 in cash for like 5 attempted murders over a year, maybe 6 attempted murders over a year, and actually killing somebody, doesn't seem like that much money. But hey. Alright, that is pretty much everything I have to tell you about the Zotolla family curse. I will see you guys in the next one.